Hello everybody. So, today I'm just going to go through the top 5 things that my channel can't survive without, that I can't carve without, and since carving is life, top 5 things I can't live without. So, in order of importance, starting off, the rotary tool. The Oxide 170 watt. I'll put up a picture of its specs from some website when I find it. It spins fast, it spins slowly, it is fairly loud, but apart from that, it really does the job. It can fit things with small shafts, fairly thick shafts. It's got plenty of different collets that can accommodate both, and it is by far the most important thing for opal carving in terms of how I do it and how this channel operates. You see this in basically every video. Second up, I hardly ever really consider how important it is until I really try using something else. My homemade splatter guard. So this thing is also in every video, but you just don't see it. I basically have the camera right up against this plastic and it shields not only the camera, but it also shields, well, my lights, my tables, myself, everything, and it keeps the space really neat and tidy. Without this, I would have a hell of a lot of work between videos just cleaning up and resetting the scene. So yeah, number 2, surprisingly, this splatter guard, which is just a plastic container from Kmart with a bottom hole cut out of it and the lid cut off. So really important that if you're going to use a rotary tool to have something like this. It also saves you from all the chips and fragments and stuff from hitting you or anything around. Really good. In third place, you see these almost every episode? Diamond bits, diamond coated bits. They cost nothing, but they are an absolute workhorse. This kit has lasted 2 years. Sure, some of the bits are now getting worn to the point of no longer being useful, but they will be very quickly replaced and very cheaply replaced with another batch of the exact same ones. They are without a doubt the best bang for buck bits that I've found so far. That's including any of the higher end sintered diamond bits. These can just get chewed away and you won't even lose any sleep over it. They cost me, I can't even remember now, but I've got a previous video where I talked about it, but a bit over $10 I think. So yeah, really good. You also see them almost every video so far. In fourth place, bam, Nova Tips ×4. These guys are incredible. I thought for the price that they would be way too expensive and that I wouldn't really bother. I'd just rather get anything else. But no, these guys are absolutely worth every single penny. They are so cost effective for how long they're lasting, and the finish they get is just amazing. You can go from ultra coarse, ultra rough. If I grab the piece of paper, I've got them highlighted here. So this is the black one, 280 grit, brown, 600 grit, grey, you're already getting up to 1200, and then the rose at 3000 grit. This thing gets you to a really good pre-polish on most opal. But of course, finally, in 5th place we have Cerium Oxide. So I've tried tin oxide, I've tried various diamond pastes. Cerium Oxide is definitely my go-to polish. It is just so reliable and it works the same every time. I like to get this coloured stuff. You'll notice that a lot of the time Cerium Oxide you'll see is white. I go for, well, sometimes they call it red, sometimes they call it pink. Because I'm a man, I'll probably call it red. This stuff, it lasts forever. Mix it up with a little bit of water. Probably like a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 parts Cerium Oxide, 1 part water. And then you can use felt tip, you can use wooden tip. I've got a couple other dowel tips that I've made and you've seen videos on how to make those. But Cerium Oxide works with everything. every single one. And the reason I like this coloured stuff is because if you do have any cracks or imperfections in the face of your opal, you'll actually be able to see this. It'll highlight those, and you can either go back, remove them and get rid of them, or you can make sure that you clean the cerium oxide out of it rather than accidentally leaving some white powder or something in there that you just didn't see. So yeah, with these 5 things, you could start your own channel basically. It's such a simple hobby to get into. Grinding rocks is probably one of the oldest things. I'm pretty sure they were doing this in the Stone Age, just we've got a bit better equipment now. So, and overall, this is everything you see here. I mean, these are expensive. These were about 70 Australian dollars. So you're looking at a bit over $20 each. But the rest of this kit, all up, 50 bucks. Cerium oxide costs you nothing, buy it in big bags. These, $10 to $20, same as probably one of these tips. So yeah, you're looking at 150 bucks and you'll have yourself all good to go. But yeah, these are the ones that I use on a regular basis. These 5 things in combination are literally carrying this channel along. So yeah, I'll of course upgrade over time. This isn't the best rotary tool ever. In fact, rotary tools probably aren't ideal for this kind of stuff. You've got your wheels, you've got your flat laps, you've got micro motors, you've got all those kind of options, but in terms of what I've got and what I've found to be reliable, this stuff has lasted for years. So it just goes to show you don't need to break the bank to be able to get into this hobby. So yeah, I thought I'd just put together a top 5 list. I've had a few people send me a lot of questions about what do I get, what do I really need, what's the minimum requirement, what's the best stuff you've got, and I think this'll just about sum it up. I also had that unpleasant character in the comment section, if anyone picked up on it in the last video, talking about I'll pop up the comment here, but yeah, you can basically see that it's him having a crack at me for being, I don't know, for subjecting you guys to dangerous activities or something. But yeah, as you can see, I think I've got the reply in this screenshot as well. Yeah, he just didn't know what he was talking about at the time. And yeah, subsequently he deleted the comment the morning after, so couldn't really stick to his convictions either. So I guess you get that. The channel's growing, and luckily enough, you guys, the supportive ones, are far and beyond outweighing the negativity like that. So it doesn't faze me in the slightest. But yeah, I will now get back to carving up some Australian opal. I got some stuff from Jenny and Shane's parcel still. I got some stuff from Julian. I got some new stuff from Julian that you haven't seen on the channel yet. I got a whole heap of stuff. I also can't live without my wire wrap pendant, which I still haven't come to terms with or cut up. But that'll happen soon. I got to free that opal from the hell that it's trapped in at the moment. But yeah, thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for supporting the channel. If you want to start your own channel, get these 5 things and you are good to go. You are set. So yeah, hope that helps make decisions about what you need if you want to get into it. And by all means, send me more questions. Put them in the comments. Send me on Facebook some messenger requests and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I'll definitely make sure to get back to you guys, because that's the whole point of the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.